Hello, everyone.
Look at that sea spinner. Oh my.
Hey,
Relentless heavy rain weakened the ground until it finally gave way, creating a massive sinkhole that violently tore apart a highway in Indonesia, leaving everyone in shock.
Look at that sea spinning round.
I know. That is like a tornado, isn't it?
tara! Takbo! 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 Inang! Inang po! Inang po! Inang po! Inang po! Inang po! Diyos ko 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 po! Takbo! Takbo na!
Heavy rains unleashed a violent flood that overwhelmed the streets in Oman, leaving residents scrambling to escape the fast-moving water.
Oh my god. Oh my god, they are in the boat. Holy sh**. Oh my god, get them off of me. Get them off of me. Holy sh**.
This is a perfect example of how fish respond to human activity, as the boat disrupts the water and forces them to leap out in panic.
Whoa! Oh! 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 Get the oh,
After intense rainfall, groundwater pressure builds up and forces water to erupt from beneath the surface, creating this boiling-like effect seen here in Oman. Hurricane Fiona turned this area in Puerto Rico into a disaster zone, as raging floodwaters collapsed a bridge and dragged it downstream in front of stunned onlookers. What looks like the end of the world is a rotating supercell storm, where strong winds and unstable air create these dramatic swirling cloud layers. This isn't a mudslide or a glacier. It's a hail flow. When sudden rain hits desert mountains, it can pull dirt, rocks, and even hail downhill like a fast-moving river.
Лена Анатольевна, мы вот сами не можем поверить. Мы пошли погулять.
This cross in the sky looks unreal. Is it just light and clouds or something more mysterious?
И вот здесь вот такое чудо.
I don't see it. I'm on the front porch.
Many people believe this ring of fire in the sky isn't a portal or an explosion, but simply clouds catching the edge of the sunset, making them glow as if they're on fire. Do you think this is real or AI generated?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Do you see it, Mom?
No.
Oh, shit, you're kidding me.
What do they?
This monster cloud is not just for show. It is a sign of severe storm activity and can be the exact location where a tornado begins to form. This strange cloud formation looks almost like a flying creature, but it's actually shaped by strong upper-level winds and glowing from the sunset light. Tourists visiting Magdalena Bay in Mexico had an unforgettable moment as a massive gray whale, weighing up to 45 tons, came close enough for what looked like a gentle kiss. This eerie red pillar appeared briefly in Turkey's early morning fog and disappeared quickly, most likely caused by atmospheric optics such as light scattering and reflection. The terrifying power of this tornado in Mississippi is on full display as it tears through the area, hurling debris and destroying everything in seconds. Heavy rainfall made the soil unstable, triggering a sudden landslide on a mountainside in southern Italy that sent massive amounts of mud and debris rushing downhill. What you're seeing isn't something supernatural, but red sprites, an extremely rare type of lightning that appears high above powerful storms. In just a few seconds, the earthquake shook everything inside the shop, knocking items over and triggering pure panic. This isn't snow at all. It's a kapok tree releasing thousands of cotton-like seeds into the air, instantly turning the entire area white. Could nature be giving a warning? Thousands of millipedes migrating in Taiwan have locals fearing an earthquake.
Aqui é o banheiro da roça. Olha o que acontece quando a descarga.
For fishermen, spotting a massive fish shoal like this is the ultimate reward after days of uncertainty on the open sea. No, Earth didn't suddenly get a second moon. This strange sight over Chicago is most likely atmospheric refraction, not a cosmic surprise.
This is Cyrus elegans, a sea slug often called the butterfly sea slug, because its translucent petal-like lobes glow beautifully underwater. Discovered at a depth of 1,143 meters, this shape-shifting deep-sea creature, known as a comb jelly, glows with mesmerizing bioluminescent light as it moves through the dark ocean.
Carai, que loucura, né? Esse é a loucura da floresta, pessoal. Pra você saber como é o gato que tem uma madeira ali, ó.
In the Amazon, trees like this can burn internally when fire reaches the dry organic material trapped inside hollow trunks, creating flames that appear to come from within the tree.
Pra vocês verem o quanto o poder de Deus é grande.
Oh!
Dude, watch the road. Shit!
A shocking moment as a powerful wave crashes straight into a seaside restaurant, driven by storm surge and high tides with devastating force. The stacked layers make this cloud look unreal, but it's a natural phenomenon caused by strong wind patterns in the upper atmosphere. This isn't plastic or fabric. It's thousands of spider webs created when spiders release silk to travel and protect themselves, forming a massive sheet over the field. These mysterious lights appeared above the waters near Vancouver, Canada, and no one knows if they're ordinary lights reflecting through the clouds or something otherworldly reaching out from the unknown. This wasn't a natural landslide. It was a controlled explosion that quickly spiraled out of control, sending a massive dust wave rushing toward the workers and machinery. This stunning ring around the sun is called a solar halo, formed when sunlight bends through ice crystals high in the atmosphere. A massive cloud formation rolls over the mountains like a waterfall, created as moist air is pushed upward and condenses into a dense, flowing layer. Right in the open sky, a perfectly aligned cloud forms, a clear sign of stable air layers interacting with powerful wind currents at high altitude. What looks like a mini tornado is actually a dust devil, a common sight in India's dry open areas where intense sunlight rapidly heats the ground. Seen in Western Australia, this dust devil is a perfect example of how nature can create powerful spinning winds without any storm.
It's called a mini, I forget the name. Did you see it?
Sometimes called devil birds, these blackbirds swarmed a Houston grocery store parking lot while searching for leftover food from humans. This violent surge isn't a flood, it's the pororoca, a rare tidal bore that reshapes riverbanks and stirs up entire ecosystems along the Amazon.
Oh, they do.
Powerful winds from a massive dust storm in Arizona reduced visibility to near zero and overturned a small aircraft at the airport.
That's expensive. There it goes. There it goes. Oh! Ouch.
Nature can be strange and surprising. This two-headed green turtle proves it. This shocking scene in Severoralsk, Russia, happened after a landslide caused the ground to collapse, allowing the river to plunge straight into the earth.
За еду я что-то кричишь.
This incredible scene shows a phenomenon known as an ice shove, where strong winds and expanding ice sheets push massive slabs of ice onto the shore. Heavy rainfall triggered a massive landslide in Indonesia, causing a towering cliff to collapse onto the highway between Ponorogo and Trenggalek, instantly cutting off traffic. No one expected this nightmare as a flock of birds burst into the room, leaving the couple trapped in complete confusion and panic. This rare sight is an aurora appearing over Quetta, Pakistan, made possible by powerful solar storms that expanded the auroral zone into lower latitudes. Powerful winds swept through Twin Falls, Idaho, forcing the water at Shoshone Falls upward and creating the shocking illusion of a waterfall flowing back into the sky. After heavy rain, trapped groundwater can erupt through cracks near tree roots, creating this rare and shocking water-spraying tree effect. This eerie scene in Italiko, Greece, happened when ideal weather and abundant insects triggered a massive spider population boom, covering the shoreline in webs.
Truman Show. I was looking to see him.
That is really weird.
This strange flying streak has sparked curiosity everywhere, with many questioning if it could be something otherworldly, like a UFO. These striking orange clusters are not something strange, but flowers from the Boutea monosperma tree, often called the flame of the forest for its blazing appearance. When the hillside collapsed in Abuyog, Leyte, it hit the water with such force that it created a tsunami-like wave, sending shock and panic through the area.
It's the lightning that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the rain. Oh, shit, yeah, no, that's incrível.
That towering column over the sea is a waterspout, created when unstable air and storm conditions cause rotation over warm water.
Olha isso, raio, já tem que sair da água, esse pessoal que tá na água. Já começa a ficar perigoso. Mas olha que formação.
Mira cómo está lloviendo aquí, una vaina rara, ¿ves? Mira eso ahí. Está acariciando, vaya como un tornado esa vaina.
This is Gujar Nula in Karachi, Pakistan, a major drainage channel now overwhelmed with garbage and wastewater, making flooding and pollution even worse.
और कैसे कचरा बहा के ले जा रहा है दुनिया जहान का सालों से जमा हुआ कचरा कराची में आज खुल गया। अल्लाह ताला ने सुबह सुबह बारान बरसाई और जमा हुआ कचरा। Severe flooding in Yemen has turned streets into raging rivers, powerful enough to rip structures apart and carry debris away in seconds. China experienced its largest sandstorm since 2026, as violent winds reaching 50.4 meters per second whipped massive clouds of dust through the streets.
Colapsó, señores. Colapsó.
This man. Vehicles were swept away when a sudden landslide roared down the hillside in China, leaving residents shocked and scrambling to escape the danger. This strange but beautiful sky phenomenon happens when sunlight bends through layers of clouds and atmospheric ice crystals, forming sweeping arcs of light. As temperatures soar, hot air rising from the flames can begin to rotate, creating a powerful vortex that scatters burning debris everywhere. It may be difficult to see through the darkness, but this fiery red glow is Mount Ruang erupting in Indonesia while a powerful lightning storm rages overhead. A massive landslide struck Val Bregaglia in Italy, sending millions of cubic meters of rock and debris rushing down the valley and burying everything in its path.
Oh my gosh.
Hurricane Fiona caused devastating damage in Canada as powerful waves slammed into coastal communities and swept several homes away. Scenes like this help explain why scientists call some glaciers doomsday glaciers, because huge sections of ice are breaking off and melting at an accelerating pace.
Look at that. Ouch. Uh-oh.
Vai arrebentar. Aí, ó. Pegou, moleque. O outro.
Floodwaters carved away the ground under the road, causing a major collapse that completely cut off the route.
How's it going?
This incredibly impressive whirlpool at a dam in France forms as powerful currents draw large volumes of reservoir water into an underground spillway tunnel. This fascinating illusion near Vancouver Island in Canada makes the island appear to move, but it is actually caused by powerful currents flowing around the rock. Chaos erupted at Colombia's Cacahual mud volcano when hot mud burst from the ground and later ignited, terrifying nearby residents.
Wow.
Flames suddenly sparked from a fallen power line in Tennessee after a severe ice storm brought down trees and electrical wires, leaving thousands of homes without power. Within seconds of reaching land, the tornado's spinning winds begin tearing through the area, sending debris flying and throwing the streets into chaos. This kind of ground collapse often occurs when underground cavities form or loose soil shifts, leaving the surface unable to support its own weight. These are mammatus clouds, a rare and dramatic formation that appears when cold air sinks beneath storm clouds, creating these pouch-like shapes across the sky. A mysterious black ring appeared in the sky over Florida before Hurricane Milton made landfall, likely formed by rising air currents and turbulent storm conditions.
That all over the internet though.
Did you get a good video of it?
Oil suddenly erupted from a self-flowing well drilled at the Gabar oil field in Turkey, as underground pressure forced the crude oil to surge up from deep beneath the ground. This unusual glow behind the clouds is likely the result of sunlight refracting through high-altitude ice crystals, creating a fascinating atmospheric display.
Man, that thing's about to drop. That is right there. It is. It is, it is.
What looks like strange glowing spots on the ground in Pakistan is actually natural gas escaping from underground and igniting, a fire that has been burning for decades.
Okay.
The bright pink sky seen in parts of Iowa during the winter storm was created by light scattering through snow-filled clouds, altering how different wavelengths reach our eyes. The towering wall of smoke and glowing flames creates a chilling scene that looks like something straight out of a disaster movie. When large groups of fish suddenly leap out of the water like this, it is usually a survival behavior as they try to escape predators chasing them from below. Walking near the coast during huge waves can turn dangerous in seconds, as pedestrians in Ireland quickly discovered. Along Northern California's coast, king tides can surge onto the shore without warning, turning a relaxing ocean view into a dangerous struggle for survival. It looks unsettling, but termite swarms like this are actually common after the rainy season, when thousands of winged termites emerge to start new colonies.
Ja, fy fan. Hela trädet dackar svindelvatt. Tack så många tystnader går för så kommer där.
The desert horizon disappears behind a dense swarm of insects, creating a strange and overwhelming sight. Swimming with sea turtles in Miyako-jima, Japan is one of the island's most popular experiences, as these gentle creatures often approach divers. A powerful flash flood surges through the Sousse Valley in Morocco, turning the dry riverbed into a raging torrent within minutes. Heavy rainfall in India triggered a sudden landslide, sending rocks and debris crashing down the mountainside and burying the road below. Even sturdy glass doors can't resist the force of the storm, and the view from inside makes the raging weather look even more dramatic.
Там дна нет. Тише, матом не ругайся. Там дна нет. Ты видишь, что здесь? Там дна нет. Метров 30. 30, да, 40.
Wind gusts exceeding 60 miles per hour broke an upstream barrier, forcing huge chunks of ice to pile up along the Niagara River at Fort Ontario.
Oh my God, I can't believe I actually got it.
That strange circular gap in the clouds is known as a fall streak hole, a real atmospheric effect often caused by passing airplanes. This is an annular solar eclipse, creating a stunning ring of fire that left spectators amazed and excited as they watched.
A solar wind blowing into space in two directions.
In Lanzarote, Spain, camera captures attention with strange pits scattered across its dark volcanic ground, and up close they reveal a clever system of grape-growing vineyards. Seen from space, the scale of Indonesia's liquefaction disaster is shocking, with neighborhoods completely buried in mud. This is an avalanche in action, where built-up snow loses stability and starts sliding downhill, creating a powerful and fast-moving wave of snow. A sudden tornado strikes South Los Angeles, sending debris flying in every direction and turning a quiet neighborhood into a scene of destruction within seconds.
Oh! What? Oh! Oh, look! Oh!
This buildup of ice happens when external forces like wind and currents push floating ice together until it has nowhere else to go but upward and onto land. A main road in Ecuador had to be closed when a landslide caused part of the hillside to collapse onto the highway, bringing all traffic to a complete standstill. This happens when ice accumulates over time around a waterfall and eventually collapses under its own weight while being weakened by melting and flowing water.
Woo! That's the money shot! Ho, ho, ho!
As the ice cracked and shifted under the pressure of the waves, the fishermen realized the imminent danger and ran towards solid ground to stay safe.
What? Oh my God.
Intense solar activity energized Earth's magnetic field, allowing auroras to shine brighter and spread wider than usual. That's why the sky looks alive and constantly shifting.
Does everybody see the pink? Good.
From the lifeless body of a spider, a massive worm suddenly emerges after the spider unknowingly consumed the parasite's larvae. which slowly grew inside it and ultimately caused the spider's death. What looks like a giant painted eye is actually the Grand Prismatic Spring in Yellowstone, with its colors formed by different bacteria thriving at specific temperatures. Fireflies glow at night as part of a biological process called bioluminescence, turning dark forests into a living light show.
That's a dead bird, and it's just floating in the air.
This bird wasn't frozen in midair. It was flying directly into a strong headwind, perfectly balancing lift and wind speed so it appeared completely motionless.
This is a sea anemone, a living creature that protects itself and hunts in a truly mesmerizing way. When touched, it instantly folds in, like a living flower closing to guard its heart.
What looks like a scene from a movie is actually a real gas leak at the Moikaduk field, where escaping methane ignited and burned uncontrollably across the ground.
A terrifying moment.
A powerful flash flood rushes through the area, carrying branches, debris, and mud with it, creating a chaotic scene that leaves nearby residents completely shocked. The death pool in Hawaii may look inviting, but sudden wave surges can turn it into a life-threatening trap, and these individuals were fortunate enough to escape safely. Traffic is completely paralyzed in India as a powerful landslide unfolds, sending debris rushing downhill and leaving nearby residents stunned. These white objects scattered across the ground are not stones. They are eggs laid by slender-billed gulls, a species that nests directly on open soil in the greater Rann region of Pakistan. This isn't a swarm of insects, it's a massive ballooning event where thousands of young spiders release ultra-thin silk threads into the air. Carried by wind and atmospheric electricity, they drift across the sky to spread into new habitats.
Anganya, usipe, neno usipa, anganya usipa, ninja Malawi. Yeah. Acha kachini tuliengu usipa.
This is not normal flooding, but a debris flow, where rainwater mixes with mud and rocks to form a fast-moving, concrete-like surge. Moments after being put into service, this bridge at a hydropower station in China was completely buried and destroyed by a violent landslide rushing down the mountainside. Thousands of crows fill the sky over Israel in a viral moment, with many people calling it an ominous sign, even though it is actually a rare natural behavior. A powerful natural phenomenon unfolded on the Ganges River as a tidal surge generated strong waves that rapidly flooded the riverside area in India. This is a tidal bore phenomenon, where a powerful incoming tide pushes against the river's current, creating a fast-moving wave that travels upstream with incredible force. Severe summer weather caused major damage to a floating solar farm in India as storm-driven waves forced solar panels ashore. force of the storm turned the Waiho River into a destructive torrent, tearing apart a road bridge on New Zealand's South Island.
Ça arrive de se faire emporter après.
Pas ici, mais pas ici, mais ça. Oh là 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 là.
Ça arrive de se faire emporter après.
Pas ici, mais pas.
You can literally feel the storm getting stronger before and after this moment. And hearing the cameraman's screams makes the danger feel terrifyingly real. This multicolored cloud stretching across the horizon looks just like a giant jellyfish floating over Texas, and it's honestly breathtaking.
That sandstorm was unreal. A wall of dust roaring across the land like something out of a movie.
This isn't a man-made furnace, but a natural coal seam fire, one of the most destructive and persistent underground fire phenomena on Earth. Cats often freeze like this in unfamiliar situations, using stillness as a defensive strategy before choosing to run or relax.
静止了，那里应该有东西，我跟你说，你小心点，将军。哦，那里有个格子在石头东西。哦。
This is an oarfish, a deep-sea fish rarely seen near the surface. Some people say its appearance is a bad omen. Others say it's just nature being strange. What do you think? It looks fake, but this square sun is just atmospheric distortion mixed with camera effects. Did you think this was real or AI? What looks like an apocalyptic sunset is actually wildfire smoke in California, filtering sunlight and turning the sky an unnatural shade of orange. Watching lava slowly close in and set this house on fire during the Iceland eruption feels like a real-life disaster movie. What looks mysterious here is actually a hole punch cloud, formed when ice crystals spread outward and leave a massive circular opening. The three suns seen here are sundogs, a rare halo effect that happens when ice crystals align perfectly in cold air. Lightning lit up the night sky over central Florida as powerful storms swept through, with spider-like bolts stretching and branching across the clouds.
Move away from the window now, because this window's flexing.
This airport was completely swallowed by a dust storm, with winds so intense they turned heavy aircraft into moving objects.
There it goes, there it goes. Oh, ouch.
This tornado caused absolute chaos at a Turkish airport, as violent winds slammed planes sideways and tossed ground equipment like toys.
Uçak gidiyor. Uçağı götürüyor. Aç. Komisyon elleri, komisyon.
Devil's Pool is famous for its beauty and danger, and this young woman's bravery makes the moment even more intense. Seeing molten lava blazing beneath the Icelandic Coast Guard helicopter clearly shows how massive and uncontrollable this volcanic eruption in Iceland really is.
Tá cheio de rã, tá vindo mais.
Gente, sai da rua! Vai pra dentro!
Senhor!
Liberta a gente, faraó! Liberta o povo brasileiro! Here we go, fire tornado. And this is still the baby.
Fire tornadoes can actually be created artificially when the science behind heat, airflow, and rotation is understood. Just like this live demonstration at the Singapore Science Center.
Parents, keep your child with you and make sure that
Boys, I wasn't sure if this was an issue, so I thought it'd be kind to ask. What do you think? Should I alert the local authorities?
This is soil liquefaction, a dangerous phenomenon where saturated ground temporarily behaves like a liquid after intense shaking or pressure.
Баха сваливает, короче, Баха сваливает, ёпси мать. Ай, мама, нет!
This terrifying moment shows the storm arriving far faster than expected, catching workers and everyone else completely off guard. Violent waves in the Pacific Northwest struck a Washington ferry so hard that seawater began flooding the vessel. Residents initially feared an oil spill, but city officials later confirmed that the foam covering Amur Bay was caused by natural pollen, giving the water a cappuccino-like appearance. The Sichuan-Tibet Highway is no joke, as geological hazards like rockfalls can turn a normal drive into a life-or-death situation instantly. These severe storms brought large hail and intense winds to South Carolina, turning backyards and neighborhoods into chaos within minutes. One by one, the trees collapsed under the intense wind, and you can feel the man's disbelief as he watches it unfold. After intense rainfall in Chile, violent flash floods rushed through a village and carried away buildings, cars, and debris.
What's going on the stacks?
Operations were suspended at the port of Long Beach, California, after dozens of shipping containers fell from a cargo vessel into the water. You're looking at the Stella banner being purposely sunk after it ran aground off San Luis on February 24th. Luckily, all 20 crew members were evacuated without injury. In the vast open ocean, rescue is never easy. but the United States Coast Guard pulled off a miraculous save. In rough seas, size means nothing. The ocean tosses vessels around like toys in a storm.
The eruption of a mud volcano in San Juan de Urabá, Colombia, damaged rural roads and left a burning crater that glowed with flames during the night. Seconds made the difference when a pedestrian in Italy walked away just before a landslide buried the exact spot he had been standing. Volcanoes have become a powerful tourist attraction, and witnessing lava erupt so close like this is truly an unforgettable experience.
That's wild.
Mud and floodwater rush down from the mountains in Pakistan, spreading across the valley like a slow-moving avalanche of earth. Strong winds from a sudden dust storm swept through a construction site in Melbourne, Australia, sending materials and debris flying everywhere.
Oh no.
A wildlife tour turned terrifying when an elephant suddenly charged and flipped over a tourist boat in Botswana's Okavango Delta, sending passengers into panic. Moments after towering over the quiet neighborhood, the tornado begins to shrink and unravel, slowly disappearing back into the storm that created it. Within moments, a fast-moving dust devil tore across the parking lot, ripping the canopy apart and leaving a trail of dust and debris behind. Due to a clogged underground pipe system at Yellowstone, pressure built up and suddenly exploded into a hydrothermal eruption that sent tourists scrambling away in fear. After intense flooding in Pakistan, thousands of spiders climbed trees and spun webs, turning this path into a chilling, web-covered tunnel. Ouzoud Falls in Morocco turns wild after heavy rainfall, as massive volumes of muddy water surge over the cliffs with incredible force.
Holy it's on the boat.
Looked like it was on the front of Ron's boat.
In New Zealand, a massive 150-kilogram mako shark suddenly leaped onto a fishing boat while trying to escape a hook, leaving everyone in shock before it finally broke free and swam away.
Oh my.
Thanks for watching until the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.